This is Brian Cain with the Mental Performance Daily Podcast. Today's episode is especially dedicated to the great coach Tim Ravet, Ellensburg High School in Washington. Perfect season, state champions girls basketball. And today, we're actually joined with Coach Ravet. Coach, congratulations on the championship.
Thank you.
Just wanted to pick your brain, and I know you guys had an undefeated season, and we worked a lot on some of the mental performance aspects with your basketball team. What would you say were some of the key things that helped your girls have so much success this year as it comes down to mental performance?
Yeah, I think just focusing on the right stuff, the stuff they can control. And, obviously we were meeting with you each week, and that helped a lot of keeping it in perspective, playing to a standard, not a scoreboard. And because sometimes we had a lot of blowouts that if you get lost in the wins and losses, sometimes you'll lose the focus to play your best.
I love that. Talking about controlling the things that you can control and playing to a standard, not a scoreboard, is something that I think any coach can benefit from, not just girls basketball. Was there anything that you felt like your team really gravitated towards in terms of a mindset? Maybe it's, dominating the day, or it was, win, what's important now. Was there anything that maybe stuck with you and the players?
Well, I just think, trying to really, when you have a lot of talent and you're winning, there's a million ways you can win, and trying to stay together on playing the right way and sharing the ball and being hard to guard by sharing the ball. And individually, learning how to not eat as much as a player individually, but share it and start to feel the success through other kids rather than individually. Because when you're winning by 30, of course, you can win by 20, you can go for yours. And, then it becomes kind of obvious that you're building it around one or two kids, where when you're good and you're secure in yourself and you have self-discipline and you want to do the right thing by being a good teammate.
I think, Coach, that's something that any coach who's listening to Mental Performance Daily here in this episode with Coach Tim Ravet of the Washington State champion girls basketball program, Ellensburg High School. What are some strategies that you may have used in your coaching career that you think could be beneficial for any coach who's maybe dealing with that player who, could fall into the selfish behavior of just focusing on herself or himself instead of getting them into the team? What are some strategies that maybe you've used to help players get outside of themselves and into the team?
Yeah, it seems simple, but it's that consistency of having a hard line that you're going to deal with it and maybe even end up losing sometimes, but dealing with kids that sometimes don't want to do it the right way. And in the short term, it may cost you a game, but in the long term of playing the long game of it, to get them to buy in, you got to have some hard stances that they're going to either accept. And it's not like every kid's ever, not all of them end up liking me, and not all of them end up, making it through the season or don't move away or whatever, but they'll at least know and have respect for not only the team and the coaches and the coaching staff and the players, but it's just the consistency of, we're going to treat everybody not necessarily the same, but the consistency of here's not a lot of rules, even just more that we're going to play and live to a standard. And if you live it that way and your expectations don't change depending on how good or bad the kid is, it's just way easier to have kids buy into that.
Love that. So much that we're sharing here from state championship coach Tim Ravet. Tim, thank you for being our guest here on the Mental Performance Daily Podcast, and congratulations again on bringing home the ship.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for checking out Mental Performance Daily with Brian Cain, an Ironclad original. If you like the show, be sure to leave us a rating, review, and comments. We'll see you tomorrow.